Power panel. All right. Michael Schur, our epic politics man, joins us for astute political analysis, as does Elise Foley, Huffington Post reporter. First topic is the race over? Because, oh my God, Jeb Bush has done an endorsement, and he's done it of Mitt Romney. Michael Schur, relevance, go.
Huge relevance, huge endorsement, but the race isn't over. I mean, the fact that you now have one of the major players in the so-called Republican establishment saying, all right, this is what we got. 34 states are done. Here's the person we're going to be nominating, and we got to get behind him. It was passionless, but important nonetheless.
Elise, I think that is overstated. And furthermore, he seems a little embarrassed by it. He didn't even do it on video, just kind of sends out a press release in the middle of the night. Is Michael right or wrong about the relevance of Jeb Bush? Go.
I think that he's right. I think it is relevant for sure, and I think that it'll be helpful, but I agree. I mean, it wasn't a huge ringing endorsement. He, I believe, said that he wasn't planning to campaign with him, which is not very helpful in the end. But I think one thing it could help with is possibly help with the Hispanic vote. I think that that's something that Romney will have trouble with. So Jeb Bush has a lot of benefits. It's helpful to have someone that's establishment, well-liked like that behind him.
Michael, here's the problem. One last thing on this. Yeah. Look, if it came with money, because Karl Rove's money sitting on the sidelines, then it would have more relevance. But I don't get the sense that's happening here.
You know, this is not about money. This is a conversation changer. That's it. I mean, you know,
it ain't going to change no conversation.
No. Yes, it does change the conversation, because what it's saying is that these people are starting to fall in line right now, which is important for Romney.
But does the voter in Louisiana give a damn what the hell Jeb Bush thinks?
Absolutely not. That's what I'm going to say. Then 4 days later, we have Louisiana. We have Rick Santorum probably going to win there. It's not like all of a sudden you've been crowned the nominee by this endorsement. What it does is it does say that, you know, people are talking seriously about this candidate. Serious people are talking about it.
Yeah, serious people are not as relevant as they used to be. Okay, so now speaking of a conversation changer, we move on to Etch A Sketch. Huge controversy. Eric Fenstrom, spokesperson for Romney, goes on TV and goes, don't worry about the primaries. When we get to the general election, it's like an Etch A Sketch. We just shake it up and we just start all over. Elise, on a scale of 1 to 10 of disastrous, how disastrous a comment was that?
Well, I mean, the thing is, and people in his defense, I mean, it's sort of true. You do shake up the message in the general. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's probably at least an 8. I mean, it's a pretty embarrassing thing to say. It's something that's too easy of a soundbite. Everybody will go after him. It's kind of the same deal, like you said before. Voters in Louisiana don't, you know, campaign spokesman says on TV, but they will notice when all of the other candidates say, look, this is proof that he has no core convictions.
You know, I'm going to double down on what Elise is saying, because already, Michael, you see Newt Gingrich and Rick Santorum with Etch A Sketches on the campaign trail. Newt had a good line, actually, a rare good line. He handed it to a kid and said, now you could be a presidential candidate, too. So, I mean, it looks pretty devastating.
Yeah, well, I mean, listen, Rick Santorum makes all his mistakes going into the primary. Mitt Romney's mistakes always coming out of the primary, and this is a perfect example of what his campaign. And so they're going to spend the next few days having to deal with this Etch A Sketch thing.
I'm not sure it's a few days. I think this is really damaging. I think that it seems like the campaign is saying, we don't mean anything we say. That we're promising you all this right-wing stuff.
I'll give you that.
Then we're going to shake it up, and we're not going to do any of that.
It will come back, but you're not going to be talking about this a week from today. You might be talking about it 3 or 4 months from today.
I don't know. So, Elise, you were onto something, no question, though, to keep it real, that, you know, of course every candidate does this. They're just not stupid enough to admit it, right? It's not like President Obama didn't say to progressives, oh, I'm super progressive, and then turn around in the general election and be like, not quite as much.
Right, it's something that everyone does. It's just with Romney, when he already has this reputation of being a flip-flopper, he already has this reputation of just saying whatever people want him to say. It's really just completely the worst thing that you can go on television and say. Whether it's true or not, you just don't want to be out there saying that you're just an Etch A Sketch candidate that'll shake up and erase all your old opinions and then put in new ones.
Anytime you reinforce the stereotype, which is what this does, it's bad, like Elise is saying.
Totally agreed. Final analysis. Etch A Sketch, very damaging. Jeb Bush, not very helpful. Sorry, Michael. All right, Michael Schur, Elise Foley, you guys have been great.